Headed back to class this week, Clark County School District officials want to make sure all students can do it safely. CCSD says that officers made more than 200 traffic stops on the first day of school yesterday and issued about 70 citations. They're reminders to people on the road: slow down, leave home early so you're not in a rush, and have grace for those around you.
We're seeking our community to rally around traffic. So I want to double down here, all hands on deck with all of the components of the school district, but especially around our schools.
Several crashes on the roads near local schools sparking calls for change. It's an issue that came to a boiling point after the death of Mackenzie Scott, a senior hit and killed on a crosswalk at Arborview High School.
That school, along with Cimarron Memorial and Palo Verde High School, part of a pilot program to have crossing guards at the most dangerous traffic corridors around our valley. The Las Vegas City Council approved additional funding to expand the program after a push for crossing guards at all schools, not just elementary schools. They say the goal is to eventually have crossing guards at all 16 CCSD middle schools and 3 high schools in the city's jurisdiction. News 3's Tiffany Lane stopped by Cimarron High School, where Metro and police from CCSD teamed up together to monitor drivers.
She also took a very creative step to see if drivers were obeying the rules.
Now, one of the district's big initiatives is traffic safety. So today we wanted to see just how safe it is outside of one of the local high schools. We're outside of Cimarron Memorial, just checking out with the radar gun to see whether people are speeding. Let's take a look. 20 miles an hour, 16, 18, we're going 33. So more than double the limit here, 16. And we're seeing that there are a lot of people who are actually following those rules, but then we're seeing some who are going over, which is interesting because we have CCSD police as well as Metro police out here right now. 16, let's see how the buses are doing. 13, so they're actually following the speed limit. Today we were here before school started, and we were out here with CCSD's traffic unit. We also had a Metro Police patrol car. Now this is something they do. They team up with different jurisdictions and they're out at schools really heavily, especially at the start of the school year. But the traffic unit is out throughout the year with help from the other jurisdictions, really making sure that kids are staying safe. But the big things that we see all the time and that they tell us about is people are speeding or doing illegal U-turns. Again, what we're seeing right now is because police are out here and maybe they're spotting the radar gun, most people are going the speed limit, but we're going to keep watching and see what else we find. We have seen some people who are going slightly over. 17, a few of them are going a little bit over. And right now when you have a lot of cars coming, there's a certain flow of traffic, so it's good that you have a group of people going the speed limit right now. 16, just a little bit over. 23 miles an hour, we're 8 miles an hour over the speed limit. Anytime we see these law enforcement officials that are coming through, you automatically see people starting to slow down. That car was actually going 21 miles an hour, so I stand corrected. They just are a little bit behind police. Now we have CCSD police behind me again. Now their patrol vehicle is coming around. Patrol vehicles are common for the high schools. 24, so that BMW was going almost 10 miles an hour over the limit here. Overall, what we found is there were people who were going over the speed limit. Thankfully, it wasn't a lot over the speed limit, and that's probably because there was significant law enforcement presence out here outside of Cimarron Memorial High School as part of just their patrolling for back to school, making sure that students are getting to and from school safely. But again, there are still some people who say, hey, I see law enforcement, but either they didn't know what the speed limit is in the school zone or they just don't care, and that's exactly what law enforcement and the district are cracking down on to make sure every kid stays safe. Reporting from the West Valley, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3.
You gotta slow down, and we want to get your thoughts. Should speeding in school zones carry a higher penalty? So far, a majority of you say yes. If you'd like to weigh in on this conversation, just scan that QR code that's on your screen right now. You can also go on over to news3lv.com.
So as students adjust to another school year, so too teachers adjusting to a tool shaping the future of education. It's artificial intelligence. CCSD looking to get a handle on its use by implementing new policies on how AI can be used ethically and safely. One way is through a $5 million investment announced last spring for an AI weapon detection system at large-scale sporting events. Officials say as technology grows, so must the approach to it as well.
I remember when, the internet was first a thing, right? Was first a thing in classrooms. Everybody was concerned about that, but it's another tool in the toolbox. So just like anything, it can be used for good or it can be used for bad.
CCSD sending a statement saying in part, CCSD continues to monitor emerging artificial intelligence technologies such as ChatGPT, Gemini, and others. While new technologies may provide opportunities for student learning, the district is still evaluating the best options for using these programs on CCSD devices.
And our Crisis in the Classroom team wants to hear from you regarding topics like bullying, safety, staffing, and mental health as we get ready for this new school year. We're already just 2 days in. We recently posted a survey on news3lv.com. Scan the QR code that's on your screen to weigh in on important back-to-school issues. Your responses will be used to hold officials accountable and address your concerns.
You can also send us your tips on issues impacting our schools and students. Scan the QR code in the lower left-hand portion of your screen or send an email to schooltips@news3lv.com or call 805-0489.
Despite renewed attention